I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rocker in Knicks universe. Your main man's Uncle Freezy. What's good? Good mornings. Good mornings. What's good? Y'all want this party started, right? Y'all want this party started quickly, right? What's good? What's good, y'all? Bimalim Bim. What's good? Blue tears, orange tears, Blorange tears. Bim. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Scream. Good morning. Chef NYK is in the building. Miss Geraldine. William Turnbull is in the building. Bodega Wi-Fi. Mr. Vince is in the building. What's good? Eli M. What's good? What's good with y'all, man? What's good? How y'all this morning? JJP is in the building. Probably somewhere cooking something up. JJP probably somewhere. Shout out to JJP in the building. What's good? Shout out to my main man, Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie says AM to the AM. Let me get the hoodie. No, cap up top. Shout out to the chat. Blessings and health and safety. Smash that like button. Please. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's. Much love. What's good? What's good? White Falcon. What's good? What's good? JJP, what's good, bro? We miss you, bro. We got to get you back in the panel, bro. We miss JJP, brother. How you getting along, bro? Almighty Finesse, what's good? Yo, me and Almighty Finesse broke the internet last night. Me and JJP broke. Me and Almighty Finesse broke the internet last night, man. We legit broke the internet. That was wild, man. That was wild. Just real quick, as a reminder, please check out your man, Uncle Freezy, and the family. And I say and the family because I shouted a lot of y'all out the other night when we recorded the podcast. I think we're gonna start doing that Tuesdays. record a podcast that'll be on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Player FM. So basically, what we're gonna do is take a topic and just chop it up for about an hour, and we're gonna put it on all those platforms. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. All those platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, Amazon Music, and all that stuff to try to spread the Blorange Tears word about what's going on in Knicks universe. And so far we got a dope reception. It's kind of overwhelming to see how many people download the podcast just to hear me interact with people like Mr. Vince and White Falcon. Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed by the support, the love that the podcast is getting on all those platforms, right? Just to hear me talk Knicks with Jay Boogie, the Bodega Wi-Fi's of the world, the Almighty Finesses, the DSJs. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of overwhelming. You wouldn't think that so many people, you know what I'm saying, would download it and listen to it and give feedback and stuff, bro. It's kind of overwhelming. It kind of make you think that you're actually doing something. And to be honest with you, we are, I guess, we are actually doing something. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kaiser Sose, DSJ. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, right? Yo, we ain't did a quote by a great American poet in a minute, so let me quote a great American poet. Let me quote the great American poet Prodigy. Prodigy says, "There's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because ain't no such things as halfway crooks." DSJ, what's going to be the theme for the day? What's the theme for the day? Last night, I hit you with a theme, right? Last night I hit DSJ with a I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and that these other teams that disrespect us can beat it. You know what I'm saying? And the Knicks are in this place of purgatory because that's human nature for the Knicks. But I didn't think DSJ got the theme that I was going. I think DSJ might have missed it. I think DSJ missed it last night. Yeah, man. JJ, what's good, man? YC, what's good? Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate that, Bodega, man. Y'all subscribe to Vibes and stuff. We trying to do some real stuff over there. Trying to do some real stuff, man. We trying to do some real stuff. So I got a question for y'all. And White Falcon, I'm gonna get to it, bro. I'm gonna get to it. My question for y'all today is, why must we trade Julius Randle? Hey, I appreciate that, Ms. Geraldine. Appreciate that. Listen, we trying to do some good things over there, trying to put some positivity in the atmosphere. A lot of times we joke around so much and clown around so much that we may miss the point sometime just because we are so busy having a good time. But this morning we had Jeremy Maynard on from fathering. and we had a pretty good conversation. This morning on the Knicks Morning Drive, y'all, I want to ask y'all, why trade Julius Randle? Is it time to trade Julius Randle? Is it time? Hey, DSJ says, do you remember the time when we were championship contenders? DSJ, we don't have time for these off the wall comments. We can do this all day, bro. DSJ, we don't have time for these off the wall comments. I mean, I legit get on the channel working day and night talking about these Knicks. Yo, that is crazy. That is crazy. Right? But to the conversation I want to have this morning with you guys, I want to talk to y'all about this. Is it time? Is it time to trade Julius Randle? And why? Is it time to trade Julius Randle and why? All right. So from what I gathered, the past year or so is on one side. DSJ is a fool. DJ, hey, DSJ is a fool. Says, I guess us wanting a star is human nature. DSJ, you are so bad. DSJ, you are so bad. Yo, that's funny. That's funny. So here's the thing that I hear on both sides. Right? Here's the thing I hear on both sides. One side of the Julius, the pro Julius, the anti Julius folks says his body language is terrible. His mentality is terrible. Right? Savage NYC's in the building. What's good? Not Zay. What's good? The anti-Julius folks are saying that his body language is bad. He's a ball hog. He puts up empty stats. He's lazy. Sometimes he checks out. Mentally, he checks. He'll stay physically be in the game, but mentally he'll be checked out. Mentally he'll check out. Right? Mentally, Julius Randle will check out of games. Right? Those are some of the those are some those are some of the negative things about Randle. Right? Savage NYC says we are the GOAT. Hey, we trying, bro. YC says he can average 30, 10, and 8, but in the end, he will choke. So get him out of here. June 1 was good. How you been? June 1 says, peace to everybody. Trade Julius for what? We finally got a point guard. People need to stop tripping and get over themselves. right? But the narrative has been for the last year or so that Randle doesn't fit. Randle doesn't fit. Joe Madden. What's good? The anti-Randle folks say, and I'm not on either side. I'm down the middle. Right? Um um to be honest with you, I voiced my opinion about I voiced my true opinion. Instead of being a moderator, I voiced my true opinion and I broke the internet last night. I voiced my true opinion and I broke the internet. So from here on out, I gotta moderate. Don P was good. So the anti-Julius fans, right, are saying things like Julius Randle puts up empty stats. He's a ball hog. He's not efficient. His best years are something other than he is right now. And now that he had a taste of being the number one, he'll never go back. There are a lot of and there's truth to a lot of this stuff. Julius Randle does pout. Okay. Julius Randle does throw fits when things don't go his way. Julius Randle does complain to the ref a lot. Julius Randle is not a great three-point shooter. It could be perceived that Julius Randle is not a great teammate. One could say that if Julius Randle don't get his way, he won't talk to the media. He won't even talk to his teammates. Right? All right. So here's what the pro Julius fans will say. The pro Julius fans will say, man, y'all signed a ton of free agents and all of them came here and busted. But Julius Randle came here and made the all-star team. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Right? You signed Kuzmingas from overseas. You signed Bobby Portis. You signed Noah Vonleh. You signed Henry Ellenson. You signed Quincy Acey. You signed Kyle O'Quinn. You signed Michael Beasley. Who else? You signed Kevin Seraphin. Taj Gibson. You signed all these people, and none of them came here and thrived. Julius Randle came to Gotham and thrived. That's interesting because a lot of guys, even at his position, have signed with the Knicks and have done nothing. Your Enes Kanters, all the former lottery busts, they signed with the Knicks, and they all bust. They all boom. Trying to hide these yawns. For some reason, I got the yawns, man. The pro Julius fans will say Julius Randle led the Knicks to as many playoffs as Carmelo Anthony, or not as many, or not as, but they'll say the We Here team gave you the same feeling, and not as, and I'm not saying the playoff success is the same. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. People will say the We Here team, the Big 15 team, gave you the same vibes or better as the Knicks tape team. The We Here, the Big 15 team, gave you the same vibes as the Knicks tape team. Except the Knicks tape team had more talent. One could argue that Julius Randle with We Here did more with less than the Knicks tape team. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care because ultimately it's not about who did more with less. It's about the team winning the championship. Neither accomplished that goal. So what? What's more frustrating? Julius Randle not passing, not able to pass out of double teams, or Melo getting stuffed at the rim by Roy Hibbert? What's more frustrating to y'all? To y'all, I don't care. I don't care. DSJ, this is just for DSJ. DSJ, do you remember the time that Julius Randle led the Knicks to the playoffs? Do you remember the time when DSJ led the Knicks to the playoffs? DSJ says, Enes Kanter's problem was him being a defensive liability. So although he was a walking double-double, it meant nothing because he couldn't get stops. Yep. Kevin Middleton was good. June 1 says both because we lost. All right, so I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Should we keep Randle or does he have to go? Should we keep Julius or does he have to go? Should we keep Julius? I'm trying to do a poll, and YouTube's trying to get me to do a poll. Come on, YouTube, do better than that. All right. Should Knicks trade Julius Randle? The options are simple. Should the Knicks trade Julius Randle? The answers are yes or no. I just put it in the community. Y'all give me y'all answer. Not Zay says he's the best player. Not Zay says, how is Julius a problem? Bruh, I'm telling you, bro, listen. Bro, I'm telling you. T. Williams, yep, what's good? DSJ says, DSJ says, why you want to be starting something, right? DSJ says, why you want to be starting something, right? DSJ, it's easy. It's easy as black or white. Why we want to start something? It's easy as black or white. Hey, Stephen O says, let's see how Randle plays with the ball dominant point guard first. Yeah, listen, reasonable minds understand that the point guard situation is not a Julius Randle problem. Julius Randle and RJ Barrett had the ball a lot because the Knicks didn't have a point guard. Now they do. William Turnbull says all the GOAT references. And then White Falcon asks, would you trade Randle for Draymond? No, I would not. Randle is way better of a player right now. DSJ says, all I know is when it comes to the sports media, they don't really care. They don't really care about us. Right. Okay. DSJ, you know what? If they don't really care about us, then we should just tell them to beat it. If they don't really care about us, we should just tell them to beat it. Not Zay says, see how we do with Brunson. I feel you. Yo, look who in the building. Amani the Great. What's good? Amani says, if we trade Julius Randle now, we will be competing for the 3rd or 4th pick in the draft. Right. Okay. I feel you. Man, I got the yawns this morning. It's not because I'm tired, man. I just got the yawns for some reason. Maybe I need an energy drink or something. Don P says, oh, how we forgot Jesus was a huge part and why the starting unit was being outperformed by the bench for half the season. What are you saying? Are you saying get rid of Randle? If you're saying get rid of Randle, say get rid of Randle. Miss Geraldine says people are mistaken that Randle won't have the ball in his hands from time to time. Randle is an excellent rebounder. He is an excellent rebounder. And I think he was 18th in the NBA in usage rate. And for guys his size, that's not really a red herring. That's not really a red herring, right? Because I think Giannis may have led the NBA in usage rate. And I know people are going to say, well, Julius is not Giannis. Yeah, they play the same position, though. They both play power forward. White Falcon asked if I would trade Randle for AD. Of course I would. Not saying that I'm looking to trade Randle, but if the opportunity presents itself where I can upgrade, yes. Who wouldn't? You got to upgrade when the upgrades are available. Miguel P says the same thing. DSJ says, let's hope that we stop giving bloated contracts to role players, stealing money like a smooth like a smooth criminal. I feel you. JJP, I see you. JJP says Brittany Griner is a stranger in Moscow. Hey, yo, that is hilarious. Hey, you know what? You know what? I bet Brittany Griner wants to scream right now. I bet you Brittany Griner wants to scream right now. Hey, Miguel P, you figured out the thriller. you figured out the thriller. People on the edge of their seats trying to figure out what was going on. You got it. Okay. All right. Scott Wolf says this chat about to be a thriller. Can I join the game? Hey, Scott Wolf, it's easy as ABC. Yeah, man. Hard Will is in the building. What's good? Hard Will says that's the front office. DSJ can't knock the player hustle. Yeah. So if this is your first time, if this is your first time, looking at one of our videos, consider subscribing to the channel, smash the like button, join the Blorange Tears family by clicking on the join button on the Blorange Tears YouTube homepage. That's YouTube/Blorange Tears. It's BLO Range Tears. BLO Range Tears. Yeah, that's how you spell it. Soul Finger is in the building. What's good, bro? I ain't seen you around in a minute, man. How you doing, brother? Soul Finger says, salute. This trade talk is definitely a thriller, and off season is off the wall. Yeah, man. I'm looking at Julius Randle, man. And I know some of us want Julius Randle to beat it, but I would like to have him around, right? I like to have Julius Randle around. But there's a bunch of people that dislike Julius Randle and they want to be starting something, right? They want Randle out of here, right? YC says, I'd rather have Billie Jean than Julius Randle. Wow. Harwell says, y'all making fun of Brittany Chill for the cops pull you over and you scared to death. Nah, man, it ain't that. It's something else going on. And I can't tell you what. Harwell, it ain't that, Harwell. It's something else going on. And I can't tell you. I can't tell you what it is, though. I can't tell you what it is. You got to figure it out by the references, bro. So we making references like Soulfinger says, I'm chilling out, just working day and night. Yeah. Yeah, man. Soulfinger just says he's working day and night. Right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So just real quick to let everybody know what we were talking about. Basically, I'm asking a question: should we trade Julius Randle? The link to the poll is in the chat. Make your selection. Let your voice be heard. Right? Let your voice be heard. Right? Let your voice be heard. But I will tell you this. Some people see Julius Randle and they say farewell. Just heard that joint the other day. Is my internet going bonkers again? Is my internet going bonkers again? Because if my internet is going bonkers again, bro, I swear. Illmatics is in the building. So let me check the poll. Let me check the poll just real quick. Hardwill alluded to it. Oh, with 53 votes cast, it's too tough to call. It's too close to call. Right now, the votes are 52% yes, 48% no. That's too close to call at the moment. We got to let some more votes. We got to let some more votes come in. Alfred Griffin, what's good? Alfred Griffin says, come on, Spider. We want to rock with you. Come on, Spider. We want to rock with you. Okay. Now, I ain't even going to lie to you. If this Donovan Mitchell trade, if nothing happens, y'all going to have to leave me alone. I'm going to need a minute. If the trade don't go through, y'all going to have to leave me alone for a while. Hartwell says, the recount says the Proud Boys. Of course. There's always a recount when you don't win. Now, here's the thing. Back to the Julius Randle thing. Just real quick, y'all. The pro Randle people will say Randle did a lot for this franchise up to and including making this franchise somewhat respectable. When Randle got here, this team was the worst team in the NBA. When Randle got here, the worst. And you know how we can validate that saying? The Knicks tied for the worst record in the NBA, and they got bamboozled into the number 3 pick. Y'all remember when we thought we were going to get Zion? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the Zion summer? Right? Soulfinger says, thing is, Freezy, will getting Donovan Mitchell and trading Randle make you remember the times when we won? Remember the times when we won. Right. I don't know, Soulfinger, because a lot of us hadn't experienced the time that we won. So, before we speak to that feeling, we got to be there. Before we speak to that feeling and have never done it, we got to be there. And DSJ says, Randle didn't do a lot, but he's a complementary piece whose numbers can be effective with a point guard that can space the floor. I get it. I get that. I get that. But that's not Randle's fault. Because the point of, no pun intended, the point of that comment was point guard that can space the floor. That's not Randle's fault that the Knicks didn't sign a point guard that can space the floor. All he could do was play with the people that he had. That's all Randle could do. Right? And now I'm sure now that Randle has a point guard, he has butterflies. Now that Randle has a point guard, somebody he can depend on a nightly basis, I'm sure him and RJ have butterflies. They can't wait to get on the floor with a point guard. Right? Hard Will says Randle need to Randle need teammates better than him so he can get in line and stop watching Melo film. Right? That's what Hard Will says. Right? I don't know Hard Will. I think that's dangerous. We can do this all day, y'all. We can do this all day. We can do this all day, bro. Oh well, I think that's dangerous, man. I think the fact that Randle need teammates better than him. I would even say that Randle just needs teammates that are good. Randle needs teammates that are good. And I'm not knocking the kids. Y'all don't get it twisted. I believe in these kids, bro. I believe these kids are very underrated. Now, with that said, can we critique our kids? Yes, we can critique our kids. Y'all critique y'all kids all the time. Y'all kids do something that ain't right. Y'all don't let it ride. Y'all jump right on them. Right? Right? With our kids are not above reproach. We can say things about, we can be critical of the kids. Y'all be critical of kids in your daily life every day. Soulfinger says, Freezy, can we just tell him Randle's meltdown was just you? Can we just tell him Randle's meltdown was just human nature? Oh my goodness. Good one. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Okay. That was a good one. All right, Soulfinger, touche. That was pretty good. Yeah, man. I don't know. I would just say to that about Randle's meltdowns is this. The love you save may just be your own. Okay? Let's just put it that way. Because you don't know all the things that went into a Randle meltdown. All it looks like is just Randle is unhinged. And for the most part, these players are not unhinged. These are quality human beings playing a competitive sport. So I'm just saying, hey, before we say Randle's meltdowns and Randle's, hey, man, the love you save may just be your own. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say to that part, right? Yeah, man. And then plus two, some of the people that point out all Randall's flaws just want to be starting something. Rhymes on Deck TV. What up? What up? What up? We should trade Randall. Can't have locker room cancers. Okay. y'all, y'all bugging out, man. DSJ bug. He says, "Well, then who's loving you?" Yo, Alfred Griffin, thank you for the generous contribution. Alfred Griffin says, "All this spider talks make me want to scream." LOL. Yo, y'all are wilding out, bro. Y'all are wilding out. Yo, Cam Von Sleet says, and thank you for the generous contribution. All summer, I've turned off every show that's promoted getting rid of the only player on this team that's top 10 in his position. When now, right, Cam, listen, I'm with you. I'm with you on that feeling, right? I understand where you're coming from. From my perspective, though, I want to hear the opinions from both sides. I don't know if I'm in the trade Randall camp. But how can you be in the pro Obi camp if you're not pro get something for Randall? I'm asking you that question specifically, right? Like I don't say it as a hater. I'm asking a question, right? Because I think all NBA players bring a certain level of value, especially Randall at 20 and 10. Soulfinger says, bottom line, keep in mind, a change gonna come if you like it. If you like it or not. And YC says, top 10, and he's number 10. I don't know. DSJ says, I could tell Randall, I'm frustrated with his lack of effort on defense. That's the way you make me feel. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Right. Right. Well, I tell you what. I'll say it like this. If you trade Randall, when you shop Randall, if you shop Randall, if you shop him, don't stop till you get enough. All day long, DSJ. All day long. DSJ, all day long. If you shop Randall, don't stop till you get enough. Alpha Griffin says, I agree, Unc. You are not alone. I see y'all. I see what y'all doing out here. All right. Comment says facts. Nick Yak was good. Nick Yak says we never offered Randall. So how do you know who wants him? Right. Rhymes on Deck TV says, I'm late, so I see a lot of MJ puns. Right. Y'all figured it out. Yeah, okay, so y'all figured it out, man. I had been doing it for a minute and nobody caught on, right? I had been doing it for a minute, right? I've been throwing them in there for a minute and nobody caught on, but I think now everybody's caught on. So Cameron Von Sleet says, yo, Obi isn't even top 30 at the position. Let me think about that one, Cam. Cam, let me think about that some. So Queen says, good morning, Knicks family. Can't knock Randle's numbers, but the contract is in the way for RJ. Okay. 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 Mr. Vince. Mr. Vince says, stop telling Randle to beat it. Hey, so like I said, Freezy, do you think this season Randle took a look at the man in the mirror? Man in the mirror. Yeah. I think after this bad season, where everyone was bad, when everyone was bad, I think ultimately Knicks fans are gonna want you back. I think everyone's gonna want Randle back after this bad season. After you see what Brunson and Randle can do, I think things will change. I think the tenor of the criticism will change. Right? And I do. I think the tenor of things will change. Last night we had a conversation, and I was slipping in Tom Clancy movie references, and I don't know if everyone caught them, and I felt like a nerd. Eddie F is in the building. Eddie F was good. Eddie F says, I've been silent and no one asked, Eddie, are you? Oh my goodness. Eddie F says, I've been silent and no one asked, Eddie, are you okay? Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay, Eddie? Eddie, are you okay? Yo, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah, a comment. Yeah, I was using Clancy references yesterday when I said when I was saying that may if the kids are not it and you don't go for a star, that's the sum of all fears. No, and nobody got. I was like, dang it. And then I mentioned clear and present danger, and nobody got it. I was like, dang it. Yeah, man. Y'all are wild, bro. Y'all, hey, listen, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. Y'all make the chats, y'all make these live streams so much fun, man. Alfred Griffin, thank you for the generous contribution. Alfred Griffin says, don't blame it on Randle, y'all. Blame it on the boogie. Yeah, man. Eddie F says, maybe Randle is just a pretty young thing. A PYT who needs some TLC. Maybe he a PYT that's a tenderoni. Yeah. First time I heard tenderoni was in that song. It's hilarious, man. Carrie Cox says 58% of the chat really don't know ball. Let me check the poll. I'm just going to check the poll really quick just to see where we are. And so we won't have a definitive answer yet. We want to get to about We want to get to about 150 votes, 200 votes. Once we get to about 150, 200 votes, then we'll have a clear understanding of of what people are thinking. Don P says, "Oh wait, we missed the opportunity. Kings was a favorite for that scenario." Okay. Okay. DSJ says, when the Knicks win the championship, I'll be there. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Kerry Cox says, do you really believe or think Obi would be better at power forward? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I tell you what I do believe though. I do believe that Obi Toppin will be a better player this year than he was last year. This upcoming season, compared to last season, I think Obi will be a better player. Right? I think it's obvious. Obi just needs to tweak a few things. William Turnbull says, I want you back, Larry O'Brien Trophy. Sherwin says, Kerry Cox, 58% of the chat are Obi fans. They created negative things to say about Randle. Hey, you know what? I believe part of that. Part of that I do get with. I do get with, because a lot of the stuff they say about Randle applies to Obi, but they don't mention it for Obi. Right? Right? Part of the stuff that they say about Randle is true about Obi, but they only mention it for Randle. They don't say it about Obi. Right? Like Randle need a point guard. Randle, so Randle sometimes, man, he need a point guard. Really? What about Obi? Does Obi need a point guard? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Soulfinger says, thing is, Freezy, there is a deep-seated fire and desire to trade Randle for now. What can bring Knicks Nation unity? Mary Jane. That's it. We'll never be on the same page. Not like that. Not like that. Alfred Griffin says, hey, Alfred Griffin, thank you for the generous contribution. Alfred Griffin says, with a superstar beside Randle, we'll be invincible. I can go all day, Unc. I see that. I see. Hey, I see that. I see that, man. All right. So I'm gonna, with the Michael Jackson references, I'm gonna leave them alone for the time being. The Michael Jackson references, I'm gonna leave them alone for the time being, right? I'm just gonna leave them alone for the time being, right? I'm on the stupid website. It's got my thing. It's got my browser stuck. There it is. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. My browser was out. I was on a dumb website. Evergreen G is in the building. Evergreen G says winning brings unity. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. DSJ says, and forgive my trolling, it's just another part. Oh boy, Jay Singh, why did we start this? Jay Singh, why did we start this? Jay Singh, why we got to be starting something? Why? Right? I'm gonna get. I gotta get away from the Michael Jackson stuff, man. It's hilarious. It's too funny. It's a distraction, man. Nick Yak says nobody serious in league would play Obi over Randle. If so, what team? And listen, man. Hey, I'm here for both sides. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm here for the conversation. I'm here for the conversation, right? I'm here for the conversation. Yeah, because look, here's the thing. Look at the poll. Let me pull the poll back up. I'm gonna pull the poll back up just real quick. The poll says with 108 votes, 56% say trade Randle. So it's got to be something to the reason why the fan base says trade Randle. Is it that they just dislike Randle? If you just dislike Randle, say you just dislike Randle. Right? But if there's basketball reasons, explain the basketball reasons. Right? Explain the basketball reasons. Right? If it's just if this conversation brought us to a point, somebody explain the reasons why we here. Okay? Somebody let me know how we got here. Right? Right? If you just dislike Randle, right? If you just dislike Randle, or say, for instance, if you love Randle, right? Explain how we got here. Somebody explain to me the reasons why we here, how we got to this point in the conversation about Randle being a must stay or a must go. Don P says, I'm talking about impact on the team. Oh boy. Hardwill laughing. Somebody must have done something. Mr. Vince says, Julius will now have a huge bounce back year to silence ESPN and most of our Knicks fan base. I feel you. Shammy White says Randle haters was quiet when he made the All-Star team. Hey, Sherwin says, run that poll again and ask if it is just that they are Obi fans. Now, I feel you. I feel you on the Obi fans thing. We have to roll, but we have to run a different poll. The poll that we would have to run is do you want to see Obi Toppin as the starter at power forward? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't understand the reasons why we here, but I do believe Randle with a valuable point guard is a shining star. I think he could potentially make another all-star team. I definitely know the team would be better with Randle, RJ Brunson together. Paris Douglas says, "Don't get sucked into Sherwin's hate for Obi. It's like Obi stole his woman." Nah, man. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm staying. I'm in the middle. Like I'm trying to stay. I'm staying in the middle. I'm not on either side of this. I want Obi to be better. I do. I want Obi to be better. Right. I want Obi to play. I want Obi to become the best version of himself. Right. Does that mean Julius has to go? I don't know. I don't. Right. But what I do know though is that Julius Randle with a good to great point guard is a star, and you can write that in stone. I know Julius Randle upset some folks with his body language, with the way he did some things, and we can't let go. Right? Some of the displeasure y'all have for Randle is on y'all face. But y'all can't hide love that y'all have for Obi. Right? Right? This is my promise to y'all, though. This is my promise to y'all. If both players get minutes, I think both players on the same team can thrive. That's my promise to y'all. DSJ, I feel something going on. I feel something going on, DSJ. I feel something going on, and I think you might have missed it, DSJ. Soulfinger, I feel something going on. I think y'all might have missed it. I do believe Julius Randle with an average to good point guard can be a shining star. And it's not out of the realm of imagination to think that Julius Randle can get back to star status. And for these reasons, I think Julius Randle can be a shining star. Soulfinger says, I like how you showing your true devotion. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Soulfinger, I can't let go. And I know it seems like a fantasy. Or imagination, but I can't get away from this thought that Randle can be a shining star. So Kanye Pepper, thank you for the generous contribution. Kanye Pepper, thank you for that generous contribution. He says, one athletic big in Randle position, Obi fits. Mark Calhoun says, Julius Randle just needs to play hope bop bop play. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Varsity Customs TV, what's good? Don P says, come on, let's add context to these arguments. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put the link in the chat. I put the link in there earlier, and I forgot to do it here recently. Sherwin says, how many power forwards can't defend or post up power forwards in today's NBA? How many power forwards can't score if he is defended? Has Obi ever scored when he is defended in an NBA game? Rebuild NYK says, another Randle bashing session. Nah, not from me. Not from me. I'm the man in the middle. Soul Figure says, do you think Tibbs will be running a system of survival with Randle and Obi? I don't. Every now and then. Soul Figure, every now and then, maybe. Right? But it's August. We may have to wait until September when training camp starts. Don P says, my backup phone, janky, can't handle the panel, especially in this hot box of a car. LOL. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. No, I feel you, bro. Nah, just be careful in this heat. DSJ says, of course, he scored when he's defended. I guess Ed Sherwin M doesn't see the only one plays that Obi scores on, right? Right. Right. So I do think that Obi not scoring on NBA defenders is a fantasy. And Sherwin honestly can't let go of the Obi thing, right? But for the most part, he does have a lot of great points. Sherwin has a lot of great points. I'm not saying that I agree with all of them, but for the most part, he does have some good points. I don't agree with them all. I don't. Matter of fact, I don't agree with a lot of them, but that's his opinion. And we do this here, not just to hear Uncle Freezy's opinion, but to hear the opinion of the fans. All right, I'm going to bring on Don Perignon. Don Perignon, are you ready? Don P, what's good?
Yeah, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my phone freezing a little. Yeah, I just wanted to add context to the argument. I think a lot of people just saying that we bashing Randle and thinking Obi's better than Randle. It's not that we think Obi's better than Randle. That's not even the argument. The argument is about who's a better physical on the team. And I feel like when we talk about our players and who we like, it's like we get in when it comes to fit in basketball. Like that counts for something. It's not just about putting us about who's the right fit. Somebody earlier, I think it was Alino Delano Still, he talked about how Enes Kanter was a walking double. It wasn't nobody really able to stop him from getting a bucket, and he was only getting rebounds. But did that translate to wins? It just didn't. So at the end of the day, like, who's the better fit? It's not about who's always the best. It's as got to talk about who's a great fit for the team.
All right, so hey,
Is that fair enough?
Yeah, no, I understand your point, but we can't hardly, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what you doing later?
It should be in the car. I'm working a triple.
You working a triple?
Yeah.
Man, because we can barely hear you. I was gonna tell you, man, that the audio was so bad coming through that it's crackling and popping coming through. I was gonna try to invite you.
Nah.
Yeah, see, it's
okay.
popping.
I'm gonna just stay on the chat phone from Jinky. I tried though.
Okay.
I didn't duck the smoke though. So.
Yeah. You know how it
is. All right, G.
Hi, boss. Yeah, he tried, man. He tried. Yeah, man. So Don P tried, man. He told us that he was on a, you know what I'm saying, you know. Quiet Money says, horrible take once again by a panel member. Kanter was never an all-star or top player at his position. That is very true. And Miss Geraldine says, Obi cannot at this point in time outplay Randle, right? Yep, I agree. And Sherwin says, Don P, Kanter was a great rebounder. Obi is not a good rebounder. Not even average, really. You would think somebody 6'10" or however tall he is with all those bunnies that he would average like 14 rebounds a game or something. Rebound NYK says, who's going to score in the half court when Randall's not playing? I agree. And AJ Bula says, I think he can if given the same opportunities. I don't know. And Nick Yak says, how is giving away Randall to LA to cut Westbrook? Obi fans were so excited about. Good for this team. But want to give 7 picks for Mitchell and get nothing for Randall. Right. And Kerry Cox said he doesn't block either. I'm with you. I'm with y'all on that. I think I'm with y'all on that, man. I think I'm with y'all on that. We just need to see more out of Obi. In terms of the Randall thing, I'm not putting the Randall and Obi thing together. Well, what I want to say is outside of Randall, I just want to see more from Obi. And DSJ says maybe for Obi Toppin to be a better rebound, he has to keep his head to the sky. Be optimistic. William says Randall doesn't pass to RJ and Mitch. Interesting. Interesting. That is interesting, man. Um, that is interesting. I'm gonna check the poll one more time. The poll right now is looking like it's starting to level out at 137 votes. The tally is 54% yes, 46% no. And since it's this close, we'll see if we can get to 200, maybe somewhere in that range, and then we'll discuss the results. Okay. Just reading the chat. Roy Hughes says, yo, what's in that cup? It's tea for the vocal cords. Savage NYC is plucking at my heartstring. Savage NYC is plucking at my heartstring right now. I'm going to read this comment. If Farron Hunt played the same number of minutes as Obi, do you think he would have the same numbers? I'm going to say yes. If Farron Hunt played 16, 17 minutes a game, I think Farron Hunt could put up 10 rebounds. 10 points and 3.5 rebounds if he played 17 minutes. If Cam Reddish played 17 minutes, I think he could put up Obi numbers. Sherwin is legit stoking the fire. Sherwin is stoking the fire, y'all. Be careful. Be careful. Sherwin is stoking the fire. Sherwin is stoking the fire, y'all. Sherwin is stoking the fire. Roy Hughes says, enjoying the show. Hey, great job for y'all, Roy. Y'all the ones keeping it going, bro. This is y'all's joint. And I know I say that all the time, and y'all never believe me, but I show up 2 or 3 times a day, and we just rock in a live stream just like this, and y'all still don't believe me. Y'all still don't believe this is y'all's show. I show up 2 or 3 times a day, do this right here, and y'all still don't believe that this is y'all's show. This is y'all's show. I'm telling you, man. Oh, boy. Here come trouble. Right? So Rob the Knicks says, so you are saying he will have a 40-point game. Is that what I said? Did anybody hear me say that? Did anybody hear me say that? Right? Anybody hear me say Farron Hunt's going to have a 40-point game? Y'all let me know in a timestamp where I said that. Miss Geraldine says, like it or not, Randle is better than Obi. And Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says, if Grimes had Obi, they would have won Summer League. I think I might agree. I think I might agree. Calm is Lamley says, you did say that. I said Farron Hunt would, hold on. I did say that, right? So I said, so you are saying he will have a 40-point game, Farron Hunt. And Calm says, you did say that. When? When? Alan Duarte says, I heard it. Okay. When? Yeah. I think y'all might. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that might be imagination. Yeah. Yeah, man. Our Rebuild NYK says Obi is too old for Summer League. And Kaiser Salse says, y'all really salty about those poll results. He said they salty. They salty. Yeah, the people have spoken, man. The people are speaking. So far, right now, the poll has been up for about an hour. We have about 148 votes. And the poll results are 55% trade Randle, 45% keep him. Listen, y'all, if y'all don't want to trade Randle, you got to get out there and vote. No, don't trade Randle. Paris Douglas says, hey, I'm saying Farron Hunt will have 40, 36, 32, 31. Yeah, I thought I said, in 17 minutes, Farron Hunt could get 10 and 3.5. I thought that's what I said. Maybe my translator translated what I said wrong. Who knows? Rod Tucker says, no way they have Brittany Griner 9 years. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, man. We got to do something about that, bro. Don P says, Sherwin, it's hard to defend somebody who can move without the ball. Those are the most annoying players on offense. Kaiser Sauce, thank you for the generous contribution. Kaiser Sauce says, Sherwin is going to cry in the car. And William Turnbull says, Farron Hunt would be awesome with our second unit. I think so. I think at some point he's going to find a home there and thrive. I think at some point he's going to find a home there and thrive, right? Jay Boogie in the building says, let's keep our prayers up going for Brittany Griner, her family. She was just sentenced to 9 years in Russia. The president needs to find a way to get her back over here. 9 years. That's bananas. 9 years. Joe Biden. Y'all know I don't talk politics with y'all, but Joe Biden, look. Gas, $5 a gallon. And now an American athlete just got 9 years in Russian prison. What you gonna do? GI's in the building. What's good? GI says Farron Hunt, a 6'8" athletic wing, is not getting a uniform. What's good? And Kaiser Sosa says, are y'all going to release 3 terrorists to get Grana home? No. Sorry. Yeah, we got to do something else. Raheem says, yo, you have to respect the law of the land. I want to throw a filler out there for y'all. I want to throw some feelers out there for y'all. Right? I desperately want to do another show on the channel Legends. I want to do another football show, right? I'm thinking about that today or tomorrow. I want to get with Mr. Rivera and Greeny from LI and GI to do the Legends joint. I want to do a mock draft on that channel. Right? But at the same time, I want to get y'all opinion. Do you guys like when we do the evening shows? And be honest. Be honest with your man. Do y'all like when we do the evening shows? Like we legit come in, hang out for a couple hours here, take a break, do an evening show, take a break, and do the Knicks at Night podcast? Tell me what y'all think. William Turnbull says, heck yeah. Vaughn Allen says, yes. Right. Chat, tell me what y'all think. I need to get y'all feedback, right? What? Get out of here. I went and got gas the other day, and it was $4.79. $4.79. And I'm old school, right? And I'm old school. I be wearing hats and stuff and be hiding my face and be growing out my beard so I can hide the fact that I'm old school, right? But I remember when my pops would pull his old Buick Deuce and a Quarter in the gas station, and the little bell used to ring, ding ding, and the gas attendant used to come out, right, and take out the bucket and wipe the windshield off, and be like, that's leaded or unleaded, and my pops be like, let me get that unleaded. How much you let me get in this? I hand to the man. My pop's driving a Deuce and a Quarter. Would say, hey man, let me get $5 worth of unleaded. $5 worth of gas. Right? And now here I am, 50 years later, paying $5 for 1 gallon of gas. Somebody, I just need, if there's an old timer in the chat, man, just show some love. Just show some love for your people. Just show some love for your people, man. If there is a old timer in the chat, I'm not calling you old now. I'm not calling you old, but if there's a silver fox in the look, If you got some gray hair somewhere, show some love in the chat. That's all I'm saying. If you got some gray hair somewhere, just show some love in the chat, man. Cause look, I remember my pops had a silver deuce and a quarter, and he would pull into what we used to call the filling station or the service station. Right? 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 Anybody remember that? Anybody remember being like a shorty in the back seat? You was 10, 11, 12 years old, and your pops would be driving like a deuce and a quarter, and he'll pull into the filling station, and they'll be like, "Hey, man, do y'all remember the car wash? Y'all remember the car wash? Oh my God. And I'm talking about the car wash where you pull up and they'll have the hoses, right? And this is before automated. I remember the automated car washes too. I use them now, right? But yes, man. And air was free. Y'all remember that? Oh my goodness. Chase Coleman says, I remember getting $3 worth of gas back in the day. Yo, I remember my pops I would get the car. My pops also had a Thunderbird. I remember and I know I'm telling my age. Y'all like a Thunderbird? What is that? My pops had a Thunderbird and my mom's drove a Cougar, right? And right. I could get the Thunderbird. It was a burgundy Thunderbird, right? I could get that. My pops would give me $5, right? I would legit take that $5, get gas, a soda, and a bag of chips, and have like 15 cents in my pocket. Right? Kerry Cox says, in 1980, $6 would fill up your Datsun B210. Yes. I remember $12 would fill up your Lincoln Mark IV. And so the reason why I'm going off on this thing right here is because here in 2022, you could take that same $5 and get 1 gallon of gas. Shout out to our young core, right? Shout out to our young core. Our young core is the cats like Mr. Rivera, Greeny from LI, Almighty Finesse. Shout out to our young core, because we definitely got a young core. They hardcore too, right? Shout out to our young core. But man, when y'all said that thing about grinding getting 9 years, and the thing about, man, listen, man. Kaiser Salsa, thank you for the generous contribution. Kaiser Salsa says, let's see how Randle performed with a real PG, then run the poll back. That was a bit premature. The results may swing either way by that time. I think that's true. I think that's true, Kaiser Salsa. I think that's true. Right? I think that's true. All right, so I'm going to take this poll down. I'm going to end it. Right? The poll right now says 56 for trading Randle, 44% for keeping him. I'm going to take it down, and then I'm going to put this up in the chat. All right. Right. How many daily live streams do you prefer? Right? 1, 2, or 3. Right? And before you guys vote, just consider that if you vote 1, that means I have to eliminate either the Knicks Morning Drive or the Knicks at Night podcast. If you vote 2, right? If you vote 2, that means that we keep the Knicks at Night podcast and the Knicks Morning Drive. And if you vote 3, that means we'll do the Knicks Morning Drive, take a break, an afternoon show, and then take a break, and the Knicks at Night podcast, and start the cycle all over tomorrow, the next day. My preference, guys, my preference is 3. My preference is 3, right? You know, do the Knicks Morning Drive, do the Knicks Morning Drive, take a break, right? Do an afternoon show, and y'all will help me come up with the name. Maybe we'll call the show this 100. Maybe we'll call it 100 for the afternoons. Maybe we'll call it 100, right? Maybe we'll call it something. I'm gonna ask. What we'll do is if you guys just decide to do 3 shows, if you guys vote on 3 shows, then what we'll do is I'll keep you guys in the creative process, right? Right? We'll keep you guys in the creative process, right? Now, mind you, 1 show means we'll have to eliminate 1 because we do 2 right now, right? Right. So if you vote 1, that means we eliminate 1, right? If you vote 2, we just keep the 2 we got, right? No harm, no foul, right? 3, that means we'll do an afternoon joint. We'll come in probably about 10, do like 10 to 1. And then do like 5 to 7 or 6 to 8, depending on what you guys like. And then the last one will definitely be 11 to 2. 11 to 2, right? The Knicks at Night podcast has to be 3 hours, man. I gotta do 3 hours on the Knicks at Night podcast. That's the original, that's the flagship, that's the original show, and it's the reason why when I can do it, I'm doing it, right? I love the Knicks Morning Drive. I love this one here too, but the Knicks at Night podcast is where we started. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm looking at the poll right now so far with 37 votes. 3 shows are in the lead. And before we do say if the 3rd show wins, I want all your participation. I want all you guys to vote on the name of the show, the topics that we talk about, the times that it come on, who we want as the guests, all of those type of things, right? Right? The Knicks at Night podcast, I won't lie to you, is more of a free flow, a free form where everybody just get in and just rock the mic. The Knicks Morning Drive is the joint where it's like, you know, we kind of get in and everybody kind of rock the mic, so to speak. The 3rd show, hey, Don P, man, I'm working from home, bro. Trust me. I'm taking care of myself, bro. Trust that. But I'm working from home now, whereas before I wasn't working from home. I'd be traveling, being out all these places, working on machinery, blah, 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 all this stuff, man. Right? What I would like to do is hey yo, VR Hidalgo is in the building. What's good? Quiet Money says, call the afternoon show Knicks halftime. I listen. I'm not the boss of that third show. YC says, try to get them veggie fruit smoothies and lots of water. Yeah, man, I'm doing that, man. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Man, listen, I ate meat last week and I'm still recovering from it, bro. I'm still, man. Listen, man, I ain't nah, man, nah, man, nah, man. That meat thing is for the birds, bro. Nah, bump that. I ate meat like a day and a half, and I could feel like, man, my body was retaining water. Man, I'm holding on to water and all, man. Yeah, man. So, guys and gals, listen, if we do that third show in the afternoon, just remember that we're still gonna do Knicks freestyle when the guys' schedules line up, right? When G-Man for life, Sergeant Knicks get back in town, we still gonna do the pod couple, right? And I'm still gonna do the 1 hour podcast for Stitcher, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, all of that stuff for the other fans too. Right? We just gonna be here. And listen, I'm at the computer and I'm working. I am. Y'all don't see the piggies, but I'm at the computer and I'm working, right? So we may as well be here together. Right? What? Yeah, we talked about that already, VR. We talked about that already. Yeah, we talked about that already, man. Yeah, and Knicks freestyle will be dope. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And old school Knicks is that joint. That's on Sundays, man. We definitely old school Knicks and new school Knicks. We doing old school Knicks and new school Knicks. So I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna look at the poll one more time. So right now, hey man, everybody vote. Just go in there and vote, man. Vote. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, man. Vote. Tell me what you think. It's only 49 votes in there, man. We should have 100 already. Y'all get in there, click that vote button. Just tell me what you think. Infamous New King is in the building. What's good? Y'all get in there and vote, man. Cast y'all votes, man. Tell me what y'all think. Yeah, man. Y'all get in there and vote. This third show belongs to the chat. Whatever y'all want to name it, whatever topics y'all want to talk about, that's what we doing. Right? That's what we doing. Alfred Griffin says, the afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Yeah, I can't. Hey, VR, I can't use Nick of Time. Somebody else is using Nick of Time. Somebody else is using Nick of Time. And I like that. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that term halftime. Anybody that know my backstory, anybody that knows my backstory knows that I like halftime. Yo, King Ant G is in the building. What's good, King Ant G? What's good? Yeah, somebody's using Nick of Time, man. That dude Jay Ellis. That dude Jay Ellis is using that. I think they show been up for a minute. C-Mac is wilding out. C-Mac wilding out. Talking about new school Knicks is the joint. Old school Knicks is for them cats who think Charles Smith was a steak when he was really a spam sandwich. Yeah, man. AJ Buller says Knicks tunes at noon. But it'll probably be, depending on your time, we got to schedule it somewhere between 5 and 7, somewhere in there. That way we can knock out them that hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get ready for the Knicks at Night podcast. And so what we'll do is we'll do a little intro, very short, maybe like a 30-second, 40-second intro. Maybe maybe I can screen capture some of y'all avatars. Make sure y'all avies be dope. And maybe I can screenshot some of y'all avatars and put it in the intro as like an homage to the chat. Like C-Mac Avi, -2 Trill Avi, Hard Will Avi, Vaughn Allen Avi, you know what I'm saying? King Ant G Avi, you know what I'm saying? VR Avi, you know what I'm saying? Alpha Griffin Avi, put them in a like a intro type thing, little 30-second intro, maybe a little Obi Toppin, Duncan or whatever, and that'll be like our opening. And then we rock for like hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on if there's a Knicks freestyle and a or a podcast taping that day, or a pod couple that day. And Hard Will says, "Hey man, listen, old school Knicks with AD is fire." Don P says, "I appreciate that, Nick. Yeah, y'all may disagree with a lot of my points, but y'all still my fan." Now, Don P, we just think you be wrong, bro. We just think you be wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I love doing that because for the most part, none of us are touchy. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't hey Don, hey, Champagne, listen, man. It's all love, bro. It's all love. C-Mac says, Knicks afternoon rotations. Hey, C-Mac, instead of rotations, how do you like Knicks 360? Knicks 360. Hold on, let me put it up. Let me put it up on the screen. Knicks 360. How does that look? Knicks 360. How does that look? Knicks 360. I kind of like it. It's a play on what you said. I just changed it a little bit. I like Knicks 360. How do y'all like Knicks 360? Is that the name y'all want to go with? Knicks 360? Oh, I don't know though, y'all. Hey, 2 shows a day is catching up. We might have to scrap the 3rd show. If nobody get out there and vote for the 3rd show. If nobody gets out there and vote for the 3rd show, bro. I don't know. Yeah, 2 shows a day is catching up. We gonna wait till 150, right? Yo, man, 2 shows is catching up. Okay, we might have to scrap that 3rd show idea if nobody votes for. If nobody gets out there and vote for. Yeah, man, 2 shows is catching up. Well, I guess you can't count your chickens before they hatch. Yeah, man. Just 2 shows a day is catching up. They like the essence. They like the feel of a Knicks Morning Drive, and a Knicks at Night podcast, occasionally sprinkled in with some Knicks freestyle and some just a podcast every now and then. Yeah, man. Infamous New King says, could call the 3rd overkill. Yeah, man. So the race is on to 150. So Sav, no, we're not sacrificing vibes and stuff. Vibes is definitely 8 to 9:30. That's it. We doing what I had been doing in the past is doing 8 until, and then it pushed everything back. So we just gonna do vibes from 8 to 9:30. I'll take like a 30-minute break. Then the Knicks Morning Drive from 10 to 1. Right? From about 10 to 1. Somewhere in that neighborhood, somewhere about 10 to 1-ish. Definitely more than 2 hours. Definitely more than 2 hours for the Knicks Morning Drive. Right? And then the 3rd show, which would be an afternoon show, would probably be an hour and a half. An hour and a half, nothing more than that. And then the Knicks at Night podcast take us home. The Knicks at Night podcast has to be 3 hours. That's our joint. So it looks like the poll is dying down. Nick Yak says 3 shows, we getting divorced. No, not really, man. So in essence, the Knicks Morning Drive, for the most part, it is the joint where you have to look at them for what they are. The Knicks Morning Drive is just our intro to the day, the start of your day with Knicks talk. That middle show is a topic, right? It's a joint that y'all gonna pick. I'm gonna ask it in the beginning, what y'all want to talk about, and then we're gonna talk about that. And then the Knicks at Night podcast is how we wind down the show. All the Knicks news and rumors and opinions and all that stuff, we'll wrap with that. That middle show, though, in essence, is how you guys get all these things off your chest. Right? Minus True Trail says, as long as I have my morning drive, I'm straight. Morning drive is the flagship. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, and so how we started, how the channel started though, was the Knicks at Night podcast. The Knicks at Night podcast is how we started, and it was bananas. It was bananas. It started off with like me, Raphael, and a few others, and it turned into a brush fire, a forest fire, bro, arguing and all that. So Nick Yak, no, I am not getting in between a married couple. Trust me. I've been married long enough to know that you do not ever do that. Like if you ask me to do that, I swear I would be like, hey, dog, whatever she say is right and you wrong. And trust me, you'll appreciate me for saying that later on. Right? YC says Hoodie Kev was a classic. Yeah. And when we turned Hoodie Kev, when you remember he was Kev W. Remember he was Kevin W. And then I turned him into Hoodie Kev. I was like, yo, it's Hoodie Kev! It's Hoodie Kev! It's Hoodie Kev! It's Hoodie Kev! And he took on that persona. And it was on and popping after that. It was on and popping after that. Hardwill says, see, y'all just want to use Obi for an intro. Bro. Not right. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hartwell said, Don P be wrong most of the time. Or be wrong the most out of everybody. Just real quick while we wait on the poll numbers. Man. Lawai says Kev lost his mind after you put him on stage. I know. And he got some stuff going on. Once he get his stuff, you know what I'm saying, straight, I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, he'll be back to rock with y'all. Right? But I got one other question to ask you guys. Right? Bodega Hoodie Cab reminded him of Vanity Smurf with the mirror. Vanity Papa Smurf yelling at him and Vanity Smurf looking in the mirror. Yeah, that's funny, bro. That's funny. Just real quick, I've been asked numerous times to talk about doing merch. Right? All right. So here's the thing with merch. Merch is dope when you can manage it. Right? Merch is dope when you can manage it. My deal is I already have a lot of stuff going on, like with the channel, with the podcasting and all that stuff. If y'all want to do merch, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to do merch if it's just another thing to do. Right? Because the thing I value most is y'all getting bang for your virtual buck. Right? So if we do merch, we have to decide on what's fly and what's not. And then if we decide on what's fly and what's not, like say for instance, we'll do polls and stuff. Hey, is this fly? Is this a good look? Is it not? And then if it is, then what we can do is put it in the store and let it rock. But the last time we did it, we like had 100 something items I had to manage, and I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do that no more. What I would rather do is rock with y'all, right? All right. So I was waiting on the poll. We got about 78 votes. I'm gonna just end it here. I'm gonna end the poll because it slowed down significantly, right? I'm gonna just end it there. Most of y'all voted. Y'all want a third show, and that's what we're gonna do, right? So what we'll do is this. We'll work on a third show, concept and all. I'm gonna include everybody, and we're gonna do it. We're just gonna the creation of it is gonna be nice and slow. I want to get all of y'all all y'all input, right? Let me get all of y'all input, and we'll make the show dope, and it'll be y'all's show. It'll be y'all's show, right? Legit, it'll be y'all's show. We'll do it for somewhere between 75 and 105 minutes, something like that. 75, 90, 105 minutes in the afternoons. And it'll be strictly what y'all want to do, right? It'll be strictly what y'all want to do, right? Strictly what it is that y'all want to do. Y'all have spoken, we're going to do it. And we going and we're going to do it as long as y'all want to do it. As long as y'all showing up, we going to do it. If it get a little slow, then I'll consider changing some things around to make it better. But for the most part, just consider it done. Y'all are going to get what you want. An afternoon show where we pick out one or two topics and we just drill down on it. And for those that say won't be able to catch it live, remember you can always catch it on replay. You can always catch it on replay. Just like if you missed the Knicks Wanna Drive, you can catch it on replay. Right? All right, y'all. So I'm a piece them out right now. I'm gonna work on some things to present to y'all later on. Yeah, I'll be on today because the pod couple have a slot that I have to keep filled, right? So I'm gonna jump on in the pod couple slot, probably 6:30 to 8, something like that. And so we'll discuss that. Mostly we'll discuss Knicks. But we'll do some pod couple stuff because I have to keep their slot active, right? Yeah, man. Hey, it's right. Hey, Ernesto was right here. That's why I'm like, it's right here. That's why I'm like, it's like, bro, it's crazy. Bro, look, man, it's bananas, bro. It's bananas. But anyway, so I'm gonna go and get something to eat, take a quick break, do some work, because we got to pay bills too. I got to take care of Mocha. So we'll get some work done, and then we'll be back in the pod couple slot, probably about 6:30-ish. Right? Remember about the Patreon. Consider being a Patreon, y'all. It's like $2 for film breakdowns and all that stuff. It's like $2 a month. So it's like, when somebody do the math for that. So $2 what's $2 divided by $2 divided by 30. So it's about 7 cents a day, something like that. So for 7 cents a day, something like that, man, you can enjoy your Patreon and things of that sort. Hey, Sarge, I see you. I see your idea. I see your idea, man. Maybe we'll do it. Hey, Pastor J is in the building. We did an interview on vibes and stuff, man. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Subscribe to the channel over there. I'm gonna get out of here, man, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right. I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit. Peace. Yo. For more in-depth Knicks conversations and more Uncle Freezy one-on-one time, consider being a Patreon. The link to our Blorange Tears Patreon page is in the description box below. It's more individual conversations, more in-depth breakdowns. For more of that stuff, consider $2 a month or something cheap like that. For more in-depth Knicks conversations. I'll see y'all over there. I'm Uncle Freezy, and you know who I am, Uncle Freezy, the #1 chief rocker in Knicks universe.